35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but
Glaube
now
ich
they face
zumindest.
third down.
And Carson Palmer's going to turn 38 in December. Actually contemplated not coming back in 2017. I wonder how disappointing he was in the 2016 season.
Well, do you think that that's a reason that he's back?
I think that maybe he feels like there's one more good run in this Arizona Cardinals team, and he wants to be the QB for it.
Ach, wir nehmen einfach das hier.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Ah, siehst du, er ist nicht rübergekommen. Okay.
They'll try and run for it.
Oh,
Here's
sehr
Johnson.
gut.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards.
Ja, wie gesagt, ich habe leider überhaupt keine Ahnung. Ach so, da unten läuft auch nur eine Zeit ab. Das habe ich jetzt gar nicht gesehen. Was macht denn? Ach nee, jetzt macht er, glaube ich, einen Kick, oder? Weil sein letzter Versuch war. Gehe ich mal von aus. Oder läuft er jetzt? Nee, er kickt. Okay. Wie fängt man jetzt? Oh.
Oh, and what a play on special
warum ist
teams
meiner da
here.
jetzt
This is
nicht
going to be
hingelaufen?
down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard
Ich dachte, die
line.
fangen jetzt automatisch. Das ist ja blöd. Haben die jetzt den Ball?
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
Meiner konnte sich jetzt ja nicht bewegen. Wir nehmen mal... Ich versuche einfach mal gleich das erste. Ich weiß auch nicht warum, aber... ich guck mal. Oh, jetzt müssen wir aber ganz schön weit laufen.
From the end zone, Stafford.
Natürlich hat er nicht bekommen. Schade.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Wir machen mal
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Wir wollen erstmal über diese Linie kommen. Wird schon schwer genug werden wird. Ich komme noch nicht mehr dazu. Ach,
Oh, and he's not
Scheiße.
gonna make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already
Das ist
come to
doch
play here.
schwieriger,
A
darüber zu
safety
kommen, als
for
ich...
the
Wieso haben die jetzt
opening
eigentlich
points of
2
the game.
Punkte?
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Wir machen das. Was machen wir jetzt?
So after that safety, now a free
Ach so,
kick
wir müssen ihn wieder
situation
wegkicken,
forthcoming
okay.
as they punt it away from the 20. This is taken at about the 14.
Die Kapitel kann ich so ganz, aber ich krieg das noch irgendwie hin. Ich verspreche euch.
Charles, as the Cardinals come out, let's take a look back to last year. They came in with Super Bowl aspirations. They had won 10 or more games 3 straight years. They wound up finishing with the number 9 overall offense, the number 2 overall defense, but they did not make the playoffs.
That just tells you sometimes statistics don't tell the total tale, right? Let's take the defense. Number 2 overall in total defense, but they gave up 30 or more points 6 times in 2016. I believe they'd only done that 5 times in the previous 2 seasons. So when you give up that kind of point total, it makes it really hard for your offense to keep pace. So what did they do? They spent some time in the draft. Hassan Reddick, a linebacker out of Temple, was their first-round draft pick. Buda Baker, a safety out of Washington, trying to shore up the defensive side in order for them to compete in the NFC West.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Ja, Also passt hier jetzt wieder, ja.
Here's Palmer. Now they set up the
Oh, da komme ich
screen.
nicht hin.
That's complete.
Oh, shit.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Mit den Wechseln,
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Aber wie gesagt, das ist auch erstmal
For a
ein erstes
second there, I thought
Spielerspiel.
that might break
Erstmal gucken,
big.
wie
Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Under Smoke. Unten rauchen oder was? Keine Ahnung. Aber zumindest schlagen wir von den Punkten her nicht so schlecht.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does. And the best
Kloppt
part
euch
about
alle
that
um
play
den
for
Ball.
him,
Sehr gut.
I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great
Müssen wir noch
spot to
irgendwie
call it.
rüberkommen.
Instead, they
Hoffen wir mal, wir
threw it
kriegen
right
jetzt
there.
irgendwie...
Defense sold out for the run.
Natürlich
Worked
kommen
out well.
darüber.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, sprint things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On the ground, Ellington. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country, and at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential, he's realizing it here.
Ich weiß nicht, haben wir jetzt noch eins? Ich glaube, wir haben jetzt noch einen, glaube ich. Wie gesagt, ich bin hier noch nicht so bewandert. Ja, wunderbar. Da kann nicht mehr zum Passen.
Back at the 47-yard line. Haloti Ngata. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Palmer gets him set, 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack.
Ein bisschen mehr ist jetzt übertrieben, aber schon einiges. So, was machen wir jetzt?
Out of the gun, Palmer. He's gonna float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down, and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Gut, jetzt haben sie auf jeden Fall einen Touchdown.
And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Den machen sie jetzt rein.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Sag ich doch.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
Schade,
and the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. That time a 9-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Kick return, kick left, return left. Ich drück mal X, ich weiß auch nicht warum, aber...
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away.
Oh, jetzt habe ich ihn mal wenigstens gefangen. Okay. Aber weiter kommen bin ich auch nicht.
Let's discuss Detroit as they take the field on offense. Last year, crazy season in the Motor City. Fourth quarter comebacks, 8 of them. They started 1-3, then won 8 of 9 before going 0-4 to finish the year at 9-7. Ultimately, another season without a playoff victory.
In the midst of that 8 of 9 win string, they had 3 straight home games that all came down to the final series, and they won them all. I thought that was the key to their season. Look, we know they can score on offense. Matthew Stafford and his receivers, they can just absolutely light it up. But Detroit invested on defense in the draft. 3 of their first 4 picks, all defensive players. 2 linebackers and a secondary player. I think the key guy out of that might be Teez Tabor, the cornerback they took out of Florida. They've got to slow down some of those high flyers in the NFC North.
Run. Okay, wir versuchen mal S14 oder S14 zweite Versuch. Ach nee, das ist der zweite Versuch. Der erste hat also nicht gezählt. Ich war anscheinend doch nicht über der Linie. Ja, wir sind drüber. Ich bin begeistert. Oh mein Gott. Aber weiter rennt er auch nicht.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaking up. Boy, now what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back.
Ja. Gucken wir mal hier. Wahrscheinlich wird es jetzt nicht, aber...
On first down, Stafford here.
Scheiße.
Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
Warum sich meine Freunde bewegt, war auch nicht, aber...
The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands. Unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Back to the air, Stafford on second down. To the right side to Eric Ebron.
Komm, ich war drüben.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better.
Der zählt tatsächlich nicht. Sobald er mich an der Stelle umhaut.
They just want the production to equal those, and you need some good health in order to get that done. Had 61 catches in 2016, battling an ankle.
Yeah, the surprise, though, just one of those 61 hit pay dirt.
Ja, das meine ich nämlich nicht, ne? Ja, er hat mich schon wieder vorher umgehauen. Ach doch, erster von 10. 10
We ought to come up with a t-shirt and sell it that says no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. 9-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it first and 10.
Den Ball. Jetzt haben wir nur den... Ist immer noch erster Versuch. Okay, ich versuche mal wieder einen Pass.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Ich muss jetzt immer den Passen hier noch ein bisschen üben hier.
First and 10, Stafford. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
So, das war jetzt eine Scheißentscheidung.
A second down run for Abdullah.
Ja,
and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Stafford on first down. And the
Scheiße, der war im Aus.
is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? He needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Los, los, up.
Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now Stafford.
Oh, scheiße. Ich hab nicht gesehen, dass der unten so schnell kam.
Marcus Golden. In there to get him for a loss of 9.
Jetzt habe ich extra deswegen den Ball verloren. Scheiße.
He may not be a household name, but Marcus Golden plays with such passion, such fury, and some pretty good pass rush moves at 12.5 sacks in 2016.
Ja, weil sich nicht wieder überlegen konnte, wo hinpasst.
Second round pick out of Missouri.
Yeah, that's turned into a little bit of a pass rushing factory, isn't it? Got a lot of guys who can get there.
Na komm, wir versuchen Field Goal. Ich weiß zwar auch nicht mehr
Now it's
aber
Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And on the board, it's now 9-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
Meine ersten Punkte in der Saison. Ich bin begeistert.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in Week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
So, am besten aufhalten. Das wäre sehr gut.
On first down, it's Palmer. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Andre Ellington. And it's second down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy. Got the best players they could at the time they were drafted.
David Johnson on his way. 20, 10, touchdown.
Wow, ey, was ist das?
David Johnson, 75 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. 20 touchdowns for David Johnson. Led the NFL a year ago. He's got his first in 2017
rennen, kein Mensch hält den auf.
The same numbers that he had the previous year, because I did hear in the offseason the Arizona Cardinals talking about him getting 30 touches per game, and he's productive. He'll turn that into really, really nice numbers.
A workhorse. And the lead is now 13. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Gott, da schlafen die erst mal 5 Stunden. Das sind halt die Lions. Ich weiß zwar nicht warum.
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Richtig weit sind wir jetzt auch nicht gekommen, aber
call it the 21-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal,
ich hab's eigentlich schon geahnt,
doing it
dass es
makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now.
Ich muss erst
Go
mal
ahead
hier
and
mit
get 6
klarkommen.
and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be
Und fast hätte ihn gehabt. Ja, aber wo soll ich denn hinpassen? Ich will sich da irgendwie keiner richtig frei.
If you're going to throw the ball downfield, probably in your best interest to avoid a defensive back as good as he is.
Yeah, anybody who was a starter in last year's Pro Bowl, you know, a guy with that type of aggressiveness, smarts, ability to play the football, yeah, I'd say it's a good idea. Avoid him.
Second and 10, Stafford again. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Third and 2, Stafford.
Aber wir sind wenigstens drüben.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Girl Combo. Das ist nicht alles gut.
First down at Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Eigentlich hatte ich ihn gefangen, aber irgendwie dann wieder anscheinend aus dem Händen gerissen.
I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Schade. Irgendwie, wenn der fangen soll, funktioniert das nicht.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Oh, ich habe jetzt nochmal zweiter Versuch.
Throwing again. Stafford. Over the middle, complete.
Oh, wir sind drüben. Sehr gut. Schön Täuschung. Sehr gut gemacht.
Finde ich cool. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And there's Golden Tate doing exactly what he does well. Extra yards after the catch.
Yeah, exactly. To your point, among wide receivers, no one had more yards after the catch than Tate last year at 635.
Ja, dann machen wir das mal wieder so. Wir kommen zwar echt immer in die Nähe, aber mehr wird's irgendwie nicht.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
Das Ding wird abgefangen.
Again, it's Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tate, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
They ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down.
Das wollte ich jetzt eigentlich gar nicht.
Pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second and 10, Stafford. A dump off for Abdullah.
Ja, wir kommen echt nur in die Nähe. 2 Minuten Warnung.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy.
Ach, Rennen wird doch wieder
The
nicht.
Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run here. Abdullah. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Ja, wo soll ich da auch hin? Das ist schwer. Das ist echt nicht leicht. Also, ich finde die Sportart interessant. Muss ich auf jeden Fall auch sagen. Aber man muss echt damit noch so klarkommen.
Alright, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
Jetzt habe ich wieder ein Field Goal, okay. Also ich komme irgendwie mit den Punkten.
He was true on his first, this a tough one from 49 yards away.
Ja, komm weg. Nee, der geht gut.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
Ja
And
gut,
the
das
lead
sind
is
aber immer
down
noch
to
10
10 now
Punkte
at
hinten.
16-6. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Ich sag mal so, wenigstens mache ich ein paar Punkte hier.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. That's fielded in the end zone.
Ja, doch.
And
Das
no
mit dem
run back
Hinhoppen
here.
verstehe ich
This will
noch
be
nicht
a
so ganz.
touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Gearing up to go again here on offense, Andre Ellington works his way back out there. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Alles noch ein bisschen ungewohnt und kompliziert.
Now Palmer on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Wow, ja,
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory.
Das verstehe ich immer nicht. Die können da echt sich in Ruhe dahinstellen und die genügen gar nicht.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Ich sag mal, ich hab die Zeit nicht,
Very much so. He's had it ever since he entered campus there, and still has it today.
From the red zone now, here's Palmer on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ezekiel Ansah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
And there's no doubt in my mind that this guy has been eager for this season. Talk about Ziggy Ansah. For him to get back to sacking quarterbacks as he did in 2015, 2016 was really kind of a wash because of an ankle injury.
Die werde ich auf jeden Fall rüber schaffen. Da können Sie mir erzählen, was Sie wollen.
On second down, here's Palmer.
Nee,
throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that takes us from second to third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Ich habe keine Ahnung, wie es gehen soll.
Now Palmer on third and long. And that's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Now on fourth down, Bruce Arians will send out his field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This will be taken in at the 1.
Du kommst doch nicht mal irgendwie dazu, eine Drehung zu machen oder so. Voll lustig irgendwie.
Amir Abdullah gearing up now to lead this offense. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Here's Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
X-Stick. Ach du meine Güte, was es alles für Taktiken gibt.
On first down, Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Ja gut, den hat er vorher scheiße. Ich wollte eigentlich keine Drehung machen, ich wollte eigentlich weiterlaufen. Mist.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Aber ich hoffe, ihr bleibt trotzdem noch dran und seht, wie gesagt, die Übung macht den Meister hier.
The Cardinals have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Cardinals have it at the 40. Nada's going to take down the QB here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Cardinals still on the field. Here the catch is made way downfield, and he'll end up being taken down at the 4. Continuing on the drive, Ellington's going to take off here, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. That takes the lead up to 9. Cardinals have it early in the second. Johnson's got nothing but space here, and this 2-play drive goes for a touchdown. Lead now goes to 13.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Ach so, weil wir sowieso den Ball hatten.
This is taken at the 3. A spin, and he's up past the
Spin
20
war
to
aber
the
cool.
22-yard line.
Ach, endlich mal, kann man dem anderen nicht mehr. Schade.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down,
wie gesagt, ich weiß es leider auch nicht besser. Normalerweise könnte ich mir hier wahrscheinlich auch irgendwelche Taktiken raussuchen. Aber ja, es wird mir relativ wenig. Ja, intercepted natürlich. Ja, wunderbar. Ach Gott, ja, damit ist das Match auf jeden Fall gelaufen.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Ich verstehe nicht, warum hier das immer wieder passiert. Obwohl, das war jetzt die erste Interception.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, the team right there on the break, aren't they? Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through.
Dann gewinnen sie mehr als deutlich. Aber wie gesagt, vielleicht weiß ja einer, ich denke mal, die sind bestimmt auch relativ gut. Also vom Team her. Kann mir mal einer schreiben. Oder in die Kommentare schreiben. Oh ja, wunderbar, das war's. Ach nee, doch nicht, weil er einfach ausgelaufen ist, oder was? Eigentlich gefangen hat er.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football.
Ja, aber ich verstehe auch nicht, warum die dann nicht mitlaufen, sondern die einfach
The
laufen
Cardinals
lassen.
on third down.
Das kriegt
They've
man
hit
nicht so
2
ganz
for
mit
4 thus far.
irgendwie.
This is third down and 12. Out of the gun, Palmer.
Ja, guck mal. Ich krieg den gar nicht geblockt da irgendwie.
As he
Das
got
war komisch.
popped as he was throwing it.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Dawson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Eventuell gewinnen, wenn ich Glück habe.
Now after the made field goal, here's Dawson back out now to send this one away on the kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see.
Oh Mann, ey, der soll doch, der... ich verstehe nicht, warum der nicht passt.
Robert Kimdichie coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
Very good number. Led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had or the scheme or both or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme,
Zwei Leute können auf
pressure,
den
they'll
zurennen.
continue to pile up the sacks.
Verstehe ich nicht. 2 Leute können auf den zurennen und den umtackeln. Wo ist denn das Team? Verstehe es nicht. Ich kann es nicht nachvollziehen.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
Ja, was war das denn bitte?
Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll make it third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit.
Wir kommen noch
He's
nicht
wide
mal mehr
open
über...
right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that
dachte,
haven't been
noch nicht mal mehr
available
über
to
die
them
Linie,
every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Lions on third down.
Wenn wir jetzt nicht
They've
rüberkommen,
converted 3 out of 5 thus
ist aus.
far. This will be third and
Ja,
a
aber
mile.
guck dir mal an, wie weit die Linie weg ist.
To throw is Stafford. And Jones
Ja,
has it over the middle.
Ey, komm doch nicht mehr
Shy
rüber.
of the
Das
20
ist
at the
irre.
18. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the
Ich verstehe nicht, was
first.
die da machen. mir ein Rätsel. Dass sich da keiner irgendwie mal geradeaus hinläuft, dass ich einen langen Pass spielen kann oder so. Geht ja alles nicht. Was ist denn ein Punt? Keine Ahnung, was ich da jetzt machen muss. Ach so, das ist dieser Schuss, glaube ich, oder? Ja, dachte ich mir schon.
Now it's Peterson. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Cardinals. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down.
Haut den doch mal da
oben. In a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. Wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go. Especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Ja, Franchise Mitspielerpartner in welchen Team, also der
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Ich verlinke euch dann den Kanal unten in meiner Videobeschreibung und dann könnt ihr euch sein erstes Match natürlich schon auch angucken.
Johnson on the counter, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get
Kann nur
back to
sagen,
the
es
line
war
of scrimmage and that's it.
nicht so
Officially no gain on the play and it's 2nd down.
Wie gesagt, er hat ein bisschen
Well
Erfahrung.
executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the
Das macht schon
quarterback, if
wirklich
he
eine
could have
Menge
seen
aus,
that,
wenn man
could have audibled
weiß,
there.
Yeah, he
was
needed to
man
be
da
in a
machen
different
muss,
play
wie man da
because that
richtig
one just
achten
meshed
muss.
perfectly for the defense.
Das fehlt
All
mir
the gaps
alles
were
noch.
filled except for the one the offense really wanted to
Ja,
run through. And that was
Tutorial,
filled by a
sagt
big
man, hat
man
mir jetzt
wanting to
auch
make a
nicht allzu
tackle.
viel
And he made a
gebracht.
great tackle.
Und deswegen habe ich jetzt mal gedacht, ach komm, der ist aus. Habe ich jetzt mal gedacht, komm, versuche ich einfach mal das erste Match. Ich habe mich schon tagelang vor meinem ersten Spiel hier gedrückt. Das muss ich ja mal. Das geht ja nicht anders. Sonst können wir leider die Franchise-Saison nicht weiterspielen. Weil wenn ich mein Match nicht mache, wird das natürlich nicht.
On 3rd down, Palmer.
Die abfangen können, Wahnsinn.
The 1st down yardage to the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know one adage that actually held up last year.
Free
Age is just a
fire
number. And I'm talking about Larry Fitzgerald. 33 years old. Led the NFL in receptions with 107.
Aber ich bin froh, wenigstens mal 6 Punkte gemacht zu haben. Sieht ja dann nicht ganz so was hat er denn gemacht? Eine Täuschung? Ich hab gedacht, der läuft los. Ach, der lustig gewesen. Das habe ich auch noch nie gesehen.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Erstmal Bodyblock.
In the red zone this time.
Die werden auch rüberkommen. Wenn sie jetzt einen Touch machen, haben sie über 30 Punkte. Dann ist sowieso aus.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight to the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to the game.
That's going to be wunderbar. Ja, die schlafen alle da hinten. Ich verstehe es nicht. Die schlafen alle.
zone.
Ich kann es nicht nachvollziehen.
John Brown,
Ich nicht.
a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals will extend their
Der
lead.
kann da einfach passen. Der steht da einfach und kein Mensch kümmert sich um den. Ich finde das total witzig irgendwie. Aber okay. Wenn sie meinen, das so zu machen, okay.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Also steht es immer noch 28:6.
Now Dawson for the extra point.
Die hatten doch... Ich hab nicht vorher weniger, ich weiß es gar nicht genau.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
Wie schwierig einholen müsste, um überhaupt ansatzweise in die Nähe zu kommen. Scheiße, Mann.
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, look at the juke. And now running.
Habe ich aber...
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
On first down, Stafford here.
Ja, das habe ich jetzt aus Sicherheitsgründen gemacht.
Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Ich habe noch den zweiten Versuch.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. To throw again. Stafford. Pressure comes and the Cardinals.
So schnell kann ich gar nicht dieses Feld überblicken, bis ich dann passen kann. Oh mein Gott. Ich muss das noch lernen.
He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL. Meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a third and long situation.
Eine 40-Punkte-Klatsche kriege ich jetzt.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds.
Beim Aus, glaube ich.
So it'll be
Ja, und ihr kriegt den Ball wieder nicht
like
rüber. Das kann nicht wahr sein. Dass ich diesen Ball wieder nicht über die Linie kriege. Ja, jetzt habe ich wieder diesen Punch hier.
Totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. On the return is Peterson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. John Brown now heading back onto the field as he gets set to go here. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
They begin the drive with Johnson, and the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, Johnson. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Snickers.
Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
So, noch ein Quarter.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Madden.
Palmer gives to Johnson. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And Palmer gives to Johnson. And Johnson gets the football. It's loose, poked out.
Hat er ihn jetzt verloren?
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's got the first
before he's brought down
at the 39-yard line. The 2 old workhorses, Palmer and Fitzgerald, connecting there for a Cardinal first. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolved, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Again, it's Johnson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now will be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Palmer gives to Johnson on the draw. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Aber sobald die einen langen Pass spielen, ich krieg das nicht abgefangen. Ja, sag ich, da habe ich vorher gestoppt. Ich gehe davon aus, dass sie einen Field Goal machen werden.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll come from the right hash.
Da kann ich ja wieder nicht blocken oder so. Was soll ich denn dagegen machen? Ja.
And this one is right down Broadway.
32
on the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier
Geht
Field.
Ja noch,
you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Matt Ryan with 1 touchdown pass thus far. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now after the made field goal, here's Dawson back out now to send this one away on the kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
An der 19-Yard.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything
mein
going.
Horror, dass sie
They had to
irgendwie
punt
wieder
from
nach
deep
vorne
inside their
kommen.
own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Stafford. And lucky to get away with one there.
Dass der sich
That one
dazwischen
nearly
gedrängelt hat,
picked.
nervt mich.
Second down. Another wayward pass.
Hat
You know,
jetzt auch
things
nicht-
started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary.
Guck mal, der
They feel
andere stand
good
einfach
about what's
davor.
going on, and they just play better and better.
Ja, gut, dass er dazwischen springt, ist ja normal, sag ich mal. Da sag ich ja nicht.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Ebron's got it. And they'll bring him
Wollte
down
der
here up at
eigentlich gar
about
nicht
the
hin, aber
22-yard line.
nicht, ja.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff,
So,
right?
da hab ich
And
echt
this is
nur noch
why
einen
you
Versuch.
work on your tackling.
Darüber zu
Tackle them
kommen.
after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing on third down. Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle.
Hab ich aber
And
geschafft.
he's going to have the first
Ja,
down
das
yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Stafford finding his big tight end Ebron for a Lion first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him.
Oh, schöner. Oh, der war cool.
Nowadays, an
Den fand ich
integral
aber
part of the
cool.
passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just
Der
better
hat nicht
defense. I
weitergekommen.
think
Ich hab
you're
mal
right.
gefangen.
Second and 10, Stafford again. He hits Riddick underneath.
Sehr schön.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Aber wie gesagt, wir kriegen das jetzt noch irgendwie hin. Hoffe ich doch mal. 2 Minuten muss ich den noch irgendwie aushalten. Vielleicht schaffe ich ja wenigstens in den 2 Minuten einen Touchdown.
On first and 10, Stafford finds a seam inside
Und
the
das sieht
40.
eigentlich gar nicht
Over
mal
the
so
middle,
gut aus.
complete to Tate. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On first down, it's Stafford.
Scheiße!
Coverage and it's intercepted.
Das war
Picked
jetzt
off by
blöd.
Tremont Williams.
Sorry.
And a big turnover there as his guys will
Schade,
get the
der sah so
football
frei
back.
aus. Und,
Well, this
ja.
defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage,
Shit.
they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win
Schade.
in the NFL,
Sehr
that's
schade. Ich
huge
hätte
to
gerne noch
begin
einen
with. But just
Touchdown
think about
gehabt,
all the
aber
preparation
na
that went
gut.
into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year.
Schon deutlich, sag ich mal, aber wie gesagt, ich habe eigentlich damit gerechnet, dass es so deutlich wird. Aber ich sag mal, fürs erste Spiel, was ich jetzt hatte, überhaupt, weil ich habe ja NFL nie angepasst, aber das dritte Quarter macht mir Hoffnung mit 3:0. Dass es vielleicht mal besser wird. Ja, und es sind noch einige Schlachten hier, einige Matches, einige Spiele zu machen.
So for the Cardinals, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our hard-working crew.
Ja, ist eben bei mir jetzt nicht
watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.
Da sieht man also wirklich nochmal die Player-Statistiken. Ja, ist eben nicht so der Knaller. Unser erstes Heimspiel geht erstmal deutlich daneben. Ja. Dann würde ich erstmal sagen, bedanke ich mich auf jeden Fall bei euch fürs Zugucken und ich hoffe mal, es hat euch zumindest ein bisschen gefallen und auch interessiert und ich hoffe mal, dass ihr die nächsten Matches auf jeden Fall weiterhin gucken wollt. Ja, das nächste Match ist gegen die New York Giants, also genau gegen meinen Freund und Partner hier. Das könnte vielleicht so noch interessant werden. Ja, dann gucken wir doch mal. Und dann würde ich sagen, tschüss, bis zum nächsten Mal. Euer OJXXD und ciao.